Hi there. I want to come on and do a training that I think will really support you in your leadership journey as you're working through the earlier modules of fulfillment, values, and the trio exercise, and also the FIRO exercise. I want to introduce this whole concept of resonance. So here we go. Let's just start with some definitions first. Resonance as a word has a few definitions, and I'm going to actually read some notes here. Resonance from like a sound perspective is the quality of sound being full, deep, and reverberating, like the resonance of his voice. Resonance can also be a term that we use to talk about emotions, like something that evokes memories or feelings or images that has sort of a character or quality that we name resonance. Like the concepts lost their emotional resonance after the movie was over, something like that. Resonance, though, is also a scientific term or a scientific notion that's used in physics and in mechanics and even in astronomy. And it refers to some terms that I won't delve into, but things that have to do with synchronicity or with particles being in a natural frequency that is close to balance, or of composites, this is in chemistry, of two structures that are of higher energy together than they are singly and apart. These are ways that resonance as a term is used in a scientific way. So what we're doing is we're co-opting resonance as a shorthand term to discuss our emotional state and how we cultivate a certain energy or a certain vibration, if you will, of feeling, of emotion that is something powerful and something positive, something that we really want to encourage and cultivate in our lives. Sometimes when I'm coaching, I talk about, I'll make it like another analogy here. I talk about upstream and downstream energy. And this is not I did not come up with these definitions or this concept myself. It comes from Abraham Hicks, which is a wisdom thought leader. If you're ever curious, I can help you find some more trainings about the law of attraction and about this whole idea of downstream thought. The idea literally, if you've ever been on a river, if you've ever river rafted, it's the ease of which it is to flow downstream. There is a current of energy, there is a current of being that flows a certain way, and to be like a raft on that river means to be in ease and in flow and in lack of resistance. And I also like to put forth, like, with glee, with high energy, with excitement. That's because I like river rafting. So downstream energy is like working with. It's fast, it's alight, it's attuned, it's same direction and less friction. So we can talk about high resonance as also being downstream energy. You tracking? Meanwhile, upstream energy or dissonance is hard. It's efforting, it's trying, it's pushing and pulling. It's working against. If you think about rowing upstream, so much effort for so little gain. It's slower, it's enervating, it takes energy from you. It's in the opposite direction of natural flow. There's more friction. So sometimes in our coaching calls, I'll be referring to things like downstream energy or upstream energy or resonance and dissonance. So hopefully these concepts start to set the stage for future conversations. So one thing that we can talk about is that resonance is something that you can cause. Resonance causation is a thing that you can manifest for yourself, lifting your own energy, lifting the sense of resonance, lifting the frequency of your feeling, lifting up the vibration of your emotion. If you're into quantum physics at all, there's the whole theory of quantum physics is that particles are actually not static, but always in motion. And there's some beautiful imagery that you can look up on the web of even water having a different characteristic or quality depending on an emotion that surrounds it. Have you seen this? There's a beautiful image of tears of joy and the microscopic view of what that water looks like when people are crying from happiness versus tears of grief or sadness. Same water, same source, but with a different energy and a different feeling. The quality of the water actually changes. So this is the notion that if you believe this, and quantum physics suggests that it is true, that the frequency of energy, the frequency of emotion that we hold changes the environment around us. It changes really our experience. And the idea is you can choose. This is the beautiful thing about not being a pincushion amoeba or a one-celled structure that lives under the ocean. We're complex, and we have the power of choice and the agency available to us to make decisions, even about how we feel. That might be a bit of a concept, like you might argue back, I don't know, I just feel what I feel. Like things come to me and the circumstances are such that that's how I feel. And that's a deeper coaching conversation, because the belief here is that circumstances don't cause our feelings. Our inner self-concept and our beliefs and thoughts about who we are what really cause our circumstances. So if emotions are the force at the center of your experience, and they are, and if you have agency over how you feel, and you do, you're going to want to start exploring this idea of resonance causation and raising your own resonance. When you're able to focus on the expansive emotional frequencies and fill your life with joy and passion and happiness and hope and feeling on purpose and having a general sense of well-being and that it will all work out okay, these emotions ripple into new beliefs and new choices for you. And it will absolutely impact your leadership. You become like a magnet for other people who see that you've got it going on. So this is what the law of attraction talks about. If you're into The Secret or the law of attraction, there's a lot of discussion about how we can attract that which we want through our own decision, through our own choice to be and feel the way that we choose to be and feel. So I'm going to give you some easy ways for entry points now. So if you want to lift your resonance, you can do it through all of your senses. Something that really boosts your mood is something that lifts your resonance. It's that easy. It can be listening to your favorite song. It can be listening to your favorite song in the sunshine, in a convertible, with the top down, driving on an open road, in a beautiful environment. So you can layer on different sensory aspects to really increase your resonance. It can be movement. We can often impact our internal environment from an external short circuit, like runner's high, right? Exercising can really lift your resonance. But even light exercise can do it. Dancing, swaying, walking, swimming, Tai Chi. All of these things can lift your resonance. Meditation or prayer can definitely lift your resonance, and we've already discussed this quite a bit. Being outside and getting into nature, being in a natural environment that connects you and fills you up and lifts you up is definitely a resonance builder. And go rafting. Being around art and beauty, I once worked with a business coach that always wanted to meet at a really luxury hotel in the lobby and order some sumptuous little appetizer and sit in sort of this posh environment because for her it really lifted her resonance and made her feel a higher vibe. Being around art and beauty. Laughter. If you are feeling low and you go out and somebody makes you laugh, you feel better, right? You could reflect on the funniest movie you've ever seen, or keep on hand tapes of comedies that you've seen that really lift you up. Laughing has been shown to be so healing and so immediately resonance building. You can also do things like focus on love. Focus on the people that you love in life. That not just the receiving of love, but the opportunity to reflect on when you feel so deeply a sense of love and well-being for someone or something else is very much a resonance builder. That's why a lot of us have dogs. And being of contribution and of joyful service can definitely lift your vibration and make you feel higher resonance, to do well, to do good, to do something for someone. This is why random acts of kindness work so well. You know, deciding that you're going to leave a $5 bill with the barista at the coffee shop for the next person that comes through to have a coffee on you. And you don't even know who they are. You just contributed to someone else having a better day. Being of service and giving generously, giving value, sharing is an easy way to short circuit your resonance. So there's a bunch of ideas that I just gave you. And now I'd like to give you 2 pieces of homework. Number 1 is for you to reflect and recall a time in your life, could be a moment, like a singular moment, or sort of a period of time, when your frequency or your resonance was high and good things happened. Good things happened easily. Was there a time in your life where your flow state was in alignment and something good came to you easily? That's resonance at work. Take some time and really journal about that. Try to remember when good things happened. And if you're really curious, I'll share with you a few that happened for me some other time. And then the second piece of homework for you is to create a daily practice for a week where you choose one of these resonance causation builders, one of these frequency enhancers, and you introduce it into your life for 10 minutes a day for just 1 week. You decide, I'm going to move to my favorite song. I'm going to be outside for a half an hour every day. I'm going to laugh like crazy. I'm going to watch reruns of my favorite sitcoms. I'm going to go fill myself with the most beautiful art that is here in the neighborhood in a museum that I never go see. And I'm going to lift my vibration. 10 minutes a day for a week and journal about it. There's your homework. There's our topic of resonance. And I look forward to discussing it soon in a call. Go well.